What does repetition in music really mean? Is it just looping a chord back and forth with no idea behind it? And if repetition is simple, why do some songs trap us inside a mood so intensely? To answer that, I'll show you two short bars. Pause the video right now, listen carefully and ask yourself, what actually changed between bar 1 and bar 2? Alright, let's break down the first bar. We play the notes E, G, B, E. Then we return, first to B, then to G, and finally we land again on E. So why are we going back to those notes? If you watched video first on this channel, you know I described the emotions that live between two notes. In this sequence, I'm using 3 emotional bridges. E, G feels sad and deep. G, B feels bright and joyful. B, E feels calm and stable. Now here's the key idea. Sometimes repetition is not about staying still. It's about locking the listener between two emotions. So I keep coming back to G because here G becomes the sound of an endless sadness. And every time I return to E, that light gets trapped inside the darker space. That contrast can create a medieval, ancient kind of atmosphere, like brightness trying to survive inside grief. That's repetition of notes, returning to the same exact tones to build a psychological room and keep the listener inside it. Now let's look at bar 2. We start again from the same shape, E, G, B, E. But instead of returning to the same notes, we repeat the interval feeling. So after E, I use G sharp to create that bright, joyful color. Then I play B to bring back the sad and deep feeling. And at the end, I use G sharp again to bring the light back. Notice what happened. In bar 1, I repeated notes. In bar 2, I repeated interval energy, the emotional distance between tones. So repetition isn't doing the same thing because you ran out of ideas. Repetition is one of the main tools that forms music, and you can repeat in different ways. Repetition of notes, returning to the same tones. Repetition of intervals, repeating the emotional distance. Which one you choose depends on your taste and the emotional world you're trying to build. And one small thing if you want to support this project in a real way, subscribe and start from video first, because the deeper ideas in this channel are hidden in the order. If you're still here, you're exactly the kind of listener I make this for.